Hi, I'm Sharon, and I'm an attorney. I do child custody law in Middle Tennessee. And this question that I got asks about how young a child can be to stay home alone and for a few hours. What is kind of the rule in Tennessee? The state of Tennessee does not have a law that shows how old a child can be before they can stay home by themselves. What the state of Tennessee looks at is the maturity of the child, safety risks, and the duration of time that the child is left by themselves. In my experience, the unwritten rule around the age of a child is generally 10 is the cutoff, and that under the age of 10, you really just don't leave home alone by themselves for any real reason. That's just not necessary and not appropriate. And 10 and older, it is gauged based on the child's maturity level and safety risks. The answer to whether or not it's neglect to leave a 10-year-old home alone for a few hours while you run errands is kind of a hard answer to give, because it really depends on the specific child. It depends on the circumstances, time of day, where you're going, who else is around. So there could be a situation where it would be fine, but in other situations it not be, because of the situation for that specific child. If you're on the fence about whether or not to leave your 10-year-old home by themselves, I would err on the side of caution and not do it. Because there's no hard and fast rule around whether or not a child that young can be left alone, it's very subjective. So it can be looked at as potentially a problem if the child is not mature enough or if there's safety risks. And so you want to make sure you're erring on the side of caution and make sure that the child is either with another kid who is older, like a teenager or a babysitter, or has another adult with them. This is an area of law that is very gray, so again, erring on the side of caution is probably the better way to go, because there's nothing hard and fast about whether or not you can leave this child by themselves. Follow me for more information on child custody law in Tennessee.